welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3 slot. And for the Hornets, they've got LaMelo Ball. Mitchell Robinson out there with Wilson. And it's Curry. And it's Knipple in at the small forward position. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
White against Ball. And a fast break now for the Celtics. In the corner, Tatum with it. The three-pointer, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for Baltimore. It's a 3-point game. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with the Hornets head coach. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Kata gets it to go.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first team.
Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Beyond the arc. Tatum with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's Wilson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is off. Great D that time from Tatum. The shot from the low post is good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Knipple. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Boston trailing. Brown outside. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Kata gets it to go.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore. So both teams making some changes here. And with this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. Second, Jaylen Brown, and of course, Stephen Curry.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
As a 2-guard, that's what it takes to put up points like these guys do. You have to have a versatile game. You have to be able to keep the defenders off balance.
So it's the Celtics now. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. And it's White missing. Curry with it. He's picked up by White. against White. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Left side, Tatum. Here's the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 6.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's Ball. Look it off the crossover.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Brown outside. Outside Tatum. White setting the big for Tatum. And there's the drive. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Celtics, third best record here in the early going. And of course, there's Baltimore. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Well, I think for Boston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now Tatum after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's good, 2 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry against Howard. And stolen by Tatum. Shoots over Knipple. A terrific move by Tatum to score. Tatum's got 13.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Pritchard against Ball. Pass to Salon. And stolen by Tatum. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mobo can't hit. Baltimore trails by 7. Curry on the wing. Discarded by Howard. Will it go? Good D by Howard.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Boston.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
We've got Knipple, who's out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Diabate in at the center. And for the Celtics, they've got Robert Williams out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Howard. And it's Mobo in at the 4. Here's Salon. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Salon. Just 5 on the clock. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. And here's Brown outside. The shot will not fall. Baltimore trails by 9. To the middle. A shot by Wilson, no good. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP. And Brown is is a talented scorer who also excels at drawing fouls.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
Curry against Richard. Pulls from the top of the key. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got his second bucket tonight. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. There's Brown with the three. Busted. No good that time either. Baltimore trails by 9. Now Knipple. Pass to Salon. Here's Wilson. Oh my goodness, the slam! Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Pritchard. 11-point game his last outing. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Tatum, he's checked in for Howard. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
The shot by Wilson, no good. Celtics leading by 7. Brown inside. He's against Wilson. A nice shot by Brown.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
To the left wing. Here's Wilson. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
And a savvy move there by Brown to draw the contest.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And he makes all 3.
You've got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And Baltimore calls time here. Allen's checked in for Knipple. Celtics also with a sub. Richards checked in. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Baltimore, trailing by 10. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by Baltimore. Tatum gets it inside.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Hey, Gray, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Here's Gonzalez, following the bucket by Baltimore. A three from Tatum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Robinson a screen on White. Lobbed up there for Robinson. That one, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Gonzalez passes to Keita. And Ball comes to help. The Celtics working the ball around now. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Baltimore trails by 11. And stolen by Tatum. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Wilson. Robinson a screen on Tatum. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Tatum.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
To the paint. Out to Gonzalez. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Gonzalez has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics.
Oh, yeah, as someone who loves to distribute the rock, this is beautiful basketball right here.
Yeah, just watching this game has been entertaining. Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
You look at the Celtics, they hold the best record in their conference. That alone accounts for their lofty perch in the rankings.
Perch? That's some good eating. Not quite salmon, but still very tasty in its own right. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Knipple out there with Wilson. Then it's Robinson. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. Celtics leading by 14. And for Boston, down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3. White against Ball. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
White the pass to Tatum. Five to shoot. Keita's shot is off. Baltimore trails by 13. Shoots the 3. Wilson against Tatum. The shot by Wilson, no good. Brown kicks to White. Back to Brown. Fires the 3. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Ball. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for LaMelo Ball. 6th in scoring, 9th in assists. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Gonzalez passes to Keita. And here's Tatum for 3. Baltimore with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Kevin, back over to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Brown, drops it in from 11 feet. Brown's got 9 points.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Con Knipple on top.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Here's Ball. He has 7. And he drives in, and Ball slams it in.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Outside, White. The 3 from Tatum. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Salon's checked in. Baltimore trails by 10. Now, here's Ball. He's got 9. Steph, perfection from the arc.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Outside, Ball. There's the pick. There's the drive. The rebound by Keita. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Salon. 3-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back to Brown, and finished off by Brown.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Brown against Curry. Outside, ball. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bucket is good. Brown's got 8 points here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
There's a screen. Pass to Knipple. Launches it. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Celtics leading by 13. Now White. A 3-ball. It's not going to go for it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Salon. Now Knipple. And the Hornets miss again. Here goes Tatum. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half. Tatum with it. Fires from deep. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. And so it's Boston. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Wilson. Mitchell is out there with Knipple. Then there's Newell. And it's Salon in at the 3 spot. Outside Wilson. Pass to Mitchell. Over Pritchard. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Celtics leading by 17. Right wing. Outside Howard. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knipple bangs home the trifecta. Knipple's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets. Brown outside. To the inside, to the wing right side. Pritchard with a wide open look. And out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for Baltimore. On Monday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now He's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The three. Newell pulls it in.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Pritchard gets the bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Looking at who's out there now for Baltimore. Robinson comes in for Newell. And Curry subbed in for Knipple. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Hornets coach as he addressed his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Over to the wing. Pass to Tatum. Here's Mobo. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game. Lets a floater go. Now Robinson. Now Wilson. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Newell, he's checked in for Baltimore.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Gonzalez. Lock at 6. Tatum outside. Let's lose a 3. Rebounded by Curry.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he was pretty good from there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, Gonzalez. Cleared away by Curry. Baltimore trails by 12. From deep. And down goes the 3.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And that could have gone from bad to worse if that 3 had dropped. And it came pretty close to falling.
So the first of 3 is good, and that will push the lead to double digits.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Knipples checked in for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball comes in for Mitchell, and he nails the 3rd. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Wilson inside, guarded by Tatum.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Wilson. Here's Knipple. Shot clock at 5. From outside. Outside ball. Shoots the 3. 3. Good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
A bona fide superstar. The pull-up is a deadly shot for Brown.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there, very close to a turnover.
There's a good screen. Another chance. No good. Celtics leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Boston.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Curry. Lets it go. Wright pulls it down. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just getting each other.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Brown drops them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Fires the three. That's off. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job whoever is hot, you know, getting them the ball and just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jason Tatum.